up is the Toronto Raptors, man. Just a weird year for them. They kind of reaching that midpoint too. But I think what's happened with Toronto is that which I'm not mad about, they sold out for that championship a couple years ago when they won it with Kawhi, Kyle Lowry. Which, I mean, I think the Grizzlies, as an example, would be happy with that as well too, to where you at least get that coveted that first NBA championship, at least on your resume as a franchise. But since then, it's kind of been a slow decline in terms of just their success. They've lost more games each year since the championship season. And so now you traded Pascal Siakam, you brought in new players after that trade. You got rid of OG Anunoby. Scotty Barnes is your guy. He was an all-star this year. Granted, it was like a backup all-star, but he's an all-star this year. So you got to say Scotty Barnes is an all-star caliber player. So my question to y'all, given the Raptors and they might get the number one pick, if the Raptors get the number one pick, what do they do with that pick? Do you keep it? Do you draft somebody? Like, what kind of player would you draft for this team? Or do you trade it for a proven, ready-made player out there in the NBA?
The question I actually got is, do the Raptors even own their pick? High key?
Do they?
I don't know. Like, I'm literally looking up this now, and I don't know if that at this is top 6 protected. I don't know. I'll look at this later. But regardless of the fact, this goes to my point about some of these other teams that have been eliminated already.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the number one pick, you better draft somebody for sure. Let's be honest here.
Correction. So they don't have their number one pick. They have a pick from Indiana who is in the playoffs. So to adjust the question, so now what do they do going forth? Because you literally don't have anything you can build around.
Fail, just tank. It's all over, baby. It ain't nothing to talk about here. Toronto, go ahead and wrap it up then, and don't even let that stress you. Please, Toronto, don't let it stress you.
That is, they do have their pick next year in 2025.
And you know who to get.
Right, you know who to get. It can be Cooper Flag.
Uh-huh.
And you also got Indiana's. Let me see. Nah, you just get yours. Just get yours next year. So you really like what did the Raptors do when they trade these players? I don't remember the trades for OG and Siakam. Like, you really didn't get that much for them, which is why I said first round picks don't really mean that much if you trade to a contender who gonna be at 25, 26 range and not a lottery range. So it's just, they really are effed right now, to be honest. That ruined my whole question. Now I'm just what okay, so what do the Raptors do in the offseason then?
Right. That's what they do. They pray, they get on their knees and pray and hope these next 82 games go by just as fast as the last 82 went by, baby. Because ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing shaking in Toronto. Dennis Schroeder, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Jacob Patel. It don't even matter who's on their team no more. It don't matter. Grady Dick.
Drake.
It's Drake's fault. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's always Drake's fault. Why did the world turn against him?
So I don't have nothing to say about Toronto. When I just looked at that and saw that they don't even have a draft pick for real, go ahead.
It's a whole lot of mid, bro. It's like nothing but role players. Like Ochai Agbaji, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher, Bruce Brown, Grady Dick, Jalen McDaniels. So you don't even get Jaden McDaniels, you get Jalen McDaniels, Kelly Olynyk, Jakob Poeltl, Jonte Porter, who's no longer in the league right now, IQ, Garrett Temple still making checks, and Gary Trent. Man, Toronto fans, if y'all here, what the hell do y'all do? What do you look forward to? That's my question. If you are a Raptors fan, what do you look forward to next year?
Look forward to a Drake performance during halftime.
Look forward to the next disc from Drake.
That's it. Because to be honest, again, let's just call exactly what you said in the beginning. Literally, the Raptors sold their soul to get that ring.
They did. Yeah.
And they got rid of that. They sold the Redstone. You know what I'm saying? And it's over with. You literally are not going to get anything back from them. And none of those players are better than
has anyone fallen further than Masai Ujiri? Because like he was the guy back when they won the championship. Like I remember New York wanted to hire him away from Toronto, and he was just like, "Nah, I'm good." And then on top of that, it's been so many like trades that he could have made that he didn't make out of his own arrogance. So really, his stock just collapsed. Like that's crazy. Damn, Masai Ujiri. Hate it had to be you, man. Hate it had to be you, but
everything went into that Jesus shot. As everything went into that Jesus shot. Once that happened, sure. It took the Warriors to get injured for them to win. Let me shout out Marcus All and Kyle Lowry for winning the championship. My guys.
Damn, bro. Now that you mentioned it, God.
And guess what? Kawhi ain't been healthy since then either. So again,
that's crazy, Toronto. Well, try again after next year. Since y'all clearly ain't gonna have they got a pick this year, but it won't be a high pick. So unless you trade Scotty Barnes, which I'm not gonna do. Damn, y'all.
Who's a starting point guard? Speaking of point guard,
either IQ
or Dennis Schroeder.
I think Schroeder got traded, right?
He did. Yeah, man.
They got traded. Yeah, so they got IQ.
Oh yeah, Dennis Schroeder with the Nets, ain't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
So they got IQ. I mean, IQ ain't bad, but he's a 6 man. He's not really your starting point guard. So
yeah, that need to be the first thing they fix over the summer.
Yeah. On top of that, they picked Grady Dick this year, and he got hurt, but he been kind of disappointing. Just as a player, they were kind of high on, but he just kind of mid, man.
You would say Grady's been ass or Dick's been ass. That's what you were going for. I'll say it for you.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the show. It is time to end the show. Yeah, there you go, too. Get up out of here.